Shalom, giving all praises and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah, Kodash, double honors unto the elders and apostles of great millstone of well, and Shalom to the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel, and the rest of the elect destined to be saved. I'm the brother Caleb from the GMS UK London Forecasters Camp, back with another lesson to help edify those of which I spoke of. I always like to begin by saying that we are the real Hebrew Israelites, and the real Israelites, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, West Indians, West Africans predominantly, but you will find Israelites that do look like the other nations, because we as the people have been scattered among all nations throughout our various captivities. But if your seed line by your forefathers goes back to the man in the Bible that was named Israel, then you too are an Israelite no matter what you may look like, because Numbers 1 and verse 18 tells you that your nationality is determined by the lineage of your forefathers. So I just wanted to speak a little bit on this scandal that's taken place at the Paris Olympic Games regarding the gender of some of the athletes in the boxing competition, because this society likes to teach us that it's possible to transition from being a biological female to becoming a biological male, or vice versa, transitioning from being a biological male to biological female. But according to the Bible, that's not true. It's not possible. You are what you are. You're made what the Most High made you to be. If you're born a woman, you're always going to be a woman. If you're born a man, you're always going to be a man. There's no amount of surgeries, there's no amount of hormones that you can take to change that. But this society doesn't deal with the laws of the scriptures, and Esau's changed the laws, and he's changed the narrative to suit his own agendas, and he's got the world deceived into believing that his narratives and agendas are truth. So for example, the concept that men and women are equal is something that Esau teaches all throughout his education system, and throughout society. He's always trying to push that men and women are equal, but it couldn't be further from the truth. The man is supposed to be the head, and the woman is supposed to be the word woman goes back to female servant. She's supposed to serve under her husband. Men and women don't have the same status. Now this is evidently true throughout the scriptures, but as I say, Esau has created a world where people are doing what they want to do, and they're going based upon their own thoughts and feelings rather than the laws of the Bible. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning this scandal at the Olympics is because it brings the truth to light. The scriptures talk about how a lion nip is but for a moment. Let me get this, hang on. There we go. This is Proverbs 12 and verse 19. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. Read that again. Proverbs 12 and 19. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. So, with this event at the Olympics, let me read what happened. IOC responds to boxing gender test scandal at Paris Olympics. Iman Khalif and Lin Yu Ting have been allowed to compete at the Olympics despite failing a gender eligibility test conducted by the International Boxing Association last year. It says you've got the two athletes in the ring there. The one in the red's a man, and the one in the blue's a woman. The International Olympic Committee has defended its decision to allow two boxers who failed gender eligibility tests to compete at the Paris 2024. Algeria's Iman Khalif was disqualified hours before her gold medal bout at the Women's World Championships in New Delhi last year, after she failed to meet the International Boxing Association's (IBA's) eligibility criteria, which prevents athletes with male XY chromosomes competing in women's events. See, this is the thing, when you get down to the biology of it, if these people have XY chromosomes, then that makes them biological males. It doesn't matter how much you want to chop off your rod or, take hormones to suppress your testosterone levels. Men are men and women are women. So it says, and Taiwan's double world champion Lin Yu Ting lost her bronze medal at the same competition after she too failed to meet criteria. But the IBA was stripped of its recognition by the IOC last year over governance and finance issues, with the Olympic body running the boxing competition in Paris itself and allow both women to participate. See, this is where, again, confusion ensues in this society, man, in Babylon. When they're calling men women, it just creates confusion, and this confusion is what leads to situations like this where the whole system falls apart. Khalif landed a heavy punch on her opponent. See, it's hard to read this article when you know the truth. Khalif landed a heavy punch on his opponent, Italy's Angela Carini, in their bout on Thursday, forcing Carini to quit after only 46 seconds. After Khalif's hand was raised to signal his victory, Carini dropped to her knees in tears. Carini could be heard telling her coach, "It's not right," before promptly leaving the arena. Carini suffered a suspected broken nose, and the 25-year-old told reporters that she had never been punched so hard in her career. Now, that's another point I want to bring out, because if men and women are equal, then this would have been a fair fight. Because society is always telling us that, everybody's equal. There's no difference between men and women now. We can all do the same jobs. We can all have the same opportunities and the same rights. Well, hang on a minute. When equal opportunities were given in this boxing ring where this biological man was squaring off against a biological woman, what was the outcome? The outcome was, after only 46 seconds, the woman, being on her knees, collapsed in tears after having punched in the face, saying she's never been hit so hard in her life. So, if the idea or the concept that men and women are equal were true, this wouldn't have been an issue. This wouldn't be headline news. This wouldn't be a controversy. But it is a controversy because it only highlights the fact that Esau has been lying all this time, which we know. We know the truth. But it just highlights his lies, and it highlights the flaws in his failed system. As I said before, the lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. His lying tongue has been found to be a lying tongue, and it's being exposed. Let's read some more. There. I'm just looking at this picture and shaking my head, man. It's a man versus a woman right there. The manner of Carini's defeat prompted concern and anger both in the boxing world and beyond, with author J.K. Rowling and billionaire Elon Musk voicing their opposition to the duos competing in the games. But the IO said the pair were facing aggression because of an arbitrary decision by the IBA. Towards the ends of the IBA World Championships in 23, they were suddenly disqualified without any due process, the IOC said. According to IBA minutes available on their website, the decision was initially taken solely by IBA Secretary General and CEO. Some sports have limited levels of testosterone allowed for athletes competing in women's competitions, while others ban everyone who's been through male puberty. Differences in sex development are a group of rare conditions involving genes, hormones, and reproductive organs. Some people with DSDs are raised as female but have XY sex chromosomes and blood testosterone levels in the male range. The IOC said the rules of eligibility were based on those of the Tokyo Games in 2021 and cannot be changed during the competition. The current aggression against these two athletes is based entirely on this arbitrary decision which was taken without any proper procedure, especially considering that these athletes have been competing in top-level competition for many years. The IOC is saddened by the abuse that these two athletes are currently receiving. It added, every person has the right to practice sport without discrimination. It's ridiculous, man. In a statement, the IBA condemned the inconsistencies in eligibility at the Paris Games. Both Imran Khalif and Ling Yuting post-testing did not meet the required eligibility criteria to compete within the female category of our respective events, the body added. The urgent nature of the decision to disqualify the boxers was justified as the safety of our boxers is our top priority. So yeah, this is an example of how the society is falling apart because people can't even enjoy simple sports anymore because everything's been corrupted to the point where ESO's trying to change the narrative so much that these sports can't even function properly. Now, we know that the Olympics is folly anyway, but I'm just using this as an example to highlight a point of the corruption of this world because this is great confusion. This is great confusion, and the Most High is going to bring order back to this place. And in doing that, and to do that, he's going to send his son to do it, which is Yahweh Shai, who's going to come and he's going to destroy this kingdom, this great land of confusion, and restore order, because life functions best when the orders of the Most High are respected and adhered to. The rules of life, that's what makes life flourish. When the order is corrupted, everything becomes, that's the word, corrupted and tainted, and nothing can function as it should. The whole body is made sick, through the disorder and the disease caused by, these lies, these corruptions, these perversions of truth. So, as I said, Proverbs 12 and 19, the lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. So we're at the end of this thing, man. We're seeing the collapse of Esau's lies, his agendas, his LGBTQ push, trying to get everybody on this bandwagon of accepting everybody can be everybody and everybody can be everybody's equal, and all this madness is going to be brought to an end pretty soon. Quick, this madness is going to be brought to an end. So that's the lesson. Lord willing, it was edifying. I just thought it was interesting when I was meditating on that story. I thought, maybe I could speak on it a bit, bring out some precepts, and use that as an illustration as to why Esau's society has to be destroyed, and the kingdom of the Israelites, which is the kingdom that's going to be ruled by Yahweh Shai, has to be established on the earth in order for life to flourish and to prosper in the correct manner. So with that, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah Kodash, double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Shalom to the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel and the rest of the elect destined to be saved. And Lord willing, I'll catch you on the next lesson. Shalom for now.